need cake mix, eggs, oil, water, bowl, measuring cup, electronic mixers, icing, spatula, an oven, shortening, and oven mitts. Looks like we're ready to get with Rory's physical and chemical changes. Now, let's talk about a physical change. A physical change is a change in matter's appearance. A chemical change is when a substance mixes with another substance to form a new substance. And matter is anything that has mass and volume. Matter is made up of atoms. Let's take water, for example, or H2O. It has 2 hydrogen atoms and 1 oxygen atom. Now, I'm going to give you a demo for a physical change. Cracking an egg. That would be a physical change. A chemical change, well, my chemical change is baking a cake. Because baking a cake is where you have the batter and then you heat it up to a certain point and it becomes a different substance. The different substance is cake. Now let's talk about properties. There's 2 types of properties, chemical properties and physical properties. An egg, for example, its physical properties are hard, brown, smooth, and it's able to react with other substances. Its chemical properties are that it doesn't catch on fire. For oil, it's a liquid, it has a tan white color, and it is able to mix with some substances, but it is extremely flammable. For our cake mix, it's a powder, and it has a tan color, and then it is able to burn. For water, it's a liquid, it has the ability to freeze, and it has the ability to mix with other substances. Now, my physical change is mixing my batter. And to mix my batter, I'm going to need to put oil, which is a compound, cake mix, which is a mixture, and eggs, which are a substance, and then water, if I didn't already say it, which is a compound. So I'm going to have to mix all those things together, and then I'm going to have to use an electronic mixer to shake them all together, and then that would be a homogeneous mixture. And then I'm going to put them in the oven, and they're going to get all warm, and they're going to bake. Now, that is all I have for you. And meanwhile, I'm going to mix the substance, I'm going to mix all our different ingredients and make the cake batter. Now that I've mixed all our ingredients together, and our ingredients were the eggs, the oil, the water, and the cake mix, I've mixed them all together to make a homogeneous mixture. And if you look at this, it is completely blended together. It isn't chemically bonded together though, or that would be a compound. This is still a mixture. It's a homogeneous mixture. A heterogeneous mixture is where you can see the different parts, but you can't see the different parts, so this is homogeneous. Now, let's talk about density. Density is kind of what makes things float and sink. Because a density is lighter, things would float, and because the density would be heavier, things would sink. And with oil and water, the oil's density is less, so it floats on top of the water. You can try that experiment at home. Now, since we're all mixed up and ready to go, I'm going to put my oven mitts on, and we're going to go ahead and put this cake in the oven. Then I'm going to give you a close-up view of what's happening inside the oven. Pretty hot. Now it's 350 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's really hot, so we got to make sure I put my oven mitts on so I don't get burnt. Now, I'm going to go ahead and close that up, and now I'm going to give you a closer look at what's happening inside the oven. Now that our beautiful golden brown cake has come out of the oven, I'm going to talk to you about the law of conservation of mass. This is when, if the cake batter weighed 100 grams, and the cake right now that was baked weighed 95 grams, then 5 of those grams were lost. And they would have been lost in the oven, and they would probably be moisture from the cake that had been heated off. So if we added the 95 of the cake right now and the 5 that we lost, we would get the original weight or mass of the cake batter, which was 100 grams. Now I'm going to talk to you about energy and 2 types of energy. That's exothermic energy and endothermic energy. Endothermic energy is when we put energy into something. So the oven was putting heat into the cake to make it bake. So that would be endothermic energy. Now that the cake is cooling, it is giving off heat, so that it would be exothermic energy. And that's all I have to talk about. And this was Rory Davis with Physical and Chemical Changes. Thank you for watching.